What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a sweet day. I'm Biscuit Dog, and we're back in Kenshi, you guys, with big news. Update 0.98.0 is out now in experimental branch, and there have been a lot of big changes. A lot of exciting stuff has happened. I'm here to give you guys the rundown of the main features. So, robot limbs. Man, robot limbs are in the game, you guys. I haven't checked this stuff out at all, but it's all in, I've updated, and we're ready to go. I think what you're about to witness is me using all this awesome stuff as an excuse to go back to Fat City before the new map area drops. Like I said in the last episode, I'm super homesick, and I can't wait to go home. And a lot of this stuff is going to require that we go home, because a lot of the equipment we need, and a lot of the resources we need to make a lot of this stuff happen are back home. But we'll run through it here, and you guys can judge for yourselves. So let's get right into the big features, you guys. Robot limbs are here. Bloomin' robot limbs. When a limb gets below minus 100 damage, that limb gets amputated. Lost legs means you have to crawl on the floor. Legs damaged past your KO point also makes you crawl on the floor until they're bandaged. So this is going to make for some interesting gameplay opportunities, I think. Robot limbs can be added or removed at a skeleton bed. So we don't have a skeleton bed. We're going to have to go back to Fat City and figure out how to make one of those as soon as possible. Because if anybody loses any limbs, we're going to want skeleton limbs as soon as possible. Robot limbs will affect your stats in various ways. If you are crawling around on the floor, you can still fight really badly as long as you have at least one arm. This sounds great. Your amputated limb goes flying through the air. Dogs will run off with it. That also sounds great. If your pet dog finds a limb, he'll get all defensive and keep running away with it until he finally eats it. This only happens with young dogs, so don't worry, he'll grow out of it eventually. Just in case you guys think I'm off my rocker, I'm actually reading the patch notes right now. Limb loss can be reduced or disabled in the options. Who wants to do that, though? Let's face facts. Limb loss is awesome. Okay. Next big feature, crossbows, you guys. Flippin' crossbows. Crossbow shops are dotted around the world. You need ammo too, and crossbows and ammo can be crafted in your base. Another good reason to go back to Fat City. Blood is now in the game. Blood gets sprayed on the ground, people get covered in blood, blood pools grow around people who are bleeding out. Crawling and bleeding people leave a bloody slug trail behind them. So fun. This sounds really, really cool. This sounds like it's going to change the game in a lot of great ways. I can't wait to get into some of these features, you guys. There's a bunch of other features as well. So the main features are robot limbs and crossbows. Crossbows are a huge one. We now have ranged weapons. That's a game changer for sure. So we're going to have to go home and figure out who we're going to kit up with the ranged weapons. Figure out how to make the ranged weapons. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. We're probably going to need blueprints. I mean, man, this is a whole new world of pain. Seems super promising though. Okay, and then other features. There's a load of other features. So let's get stuck in here. 18 new beards and 17 new hairs added to the game. New hand-painted inventory item icons. Those look really cool. Those are really great. Those really just change the whole visual style of your inventory almost completely. It's like looking at a whole different game. It's really, really pretty. I like it a lot. Some roaming bandit squads will assault your base and attempt to capture it. If they win, they'll throw you out and live there themselves. Use your stuff, eat all your food. You'll have to remove them by force to get your base back. So that's great too. I mean, that sounds great. Only we've got two major bases that are largely unoccupied. In fact, right now, the Claw and Fort Jane have nobody in them. So I think we're going to be dealing with this feature quite a lot in the future. We're going to have to start leaving people at our major bases, I think. And I don't know if just leaving the farmers and a cook is going to be good enough. We're going to need people who know how to fight, which means we're going to need to get our samurai force up and running, which is another good reason to go back to Fat City, you guys. Alright, what's next? The hold button replaces the passive button. This is quite cool too. This puts characters into hold position mode. Stops your characters running off to fight, but now they still fight anything that comes in range. You can use this to position melee guys tactically to protect your bow units, for example, or guard a doorway. Also serves its original purpose of keeping your weak workers away from combat, so that's pretty cool. No more passive button, it's the hold button now. You can use it to guard doorways. This is all sounding very, very good to me. Listen to this one. When playing dead, you can switch to stealth mode and crawl around on the ground, giving your buddies first aid or trying to escape without getting noticed. That one is definitely going to be useful. The travel shops now sell tent blueprints. These can protect you from acid rain when you're camping. That also sounds great. I mean, I don't need acid rain to pitch a tent either. Tents sound awesome. I've been wanting tents for ages. Tents are really going to round off our whole camping situation. We've got bedrolls and fires. Tents are going to be amazing. This next one's really good for us as well. Slavers and traders guilds have near zero relations multiplier, so fighting them causes less relations loss, but they assign bounties to you instead. I've actually got to go in and see what our relations are looking like after this update. I didn't check that. I hope they've been reset, but I highly doubt it. That's wishful thinking, I think. What's next? Swearing filter is now removed from the game, but is still available in the options. Okay, hivers now have proper face morphs for the character editor. They can have more variety now. Go and give all your hivers plastic surgery, because they're funny. That sounds great too, we might just do that. Beep and Fly could probably pay a visit to the plastic sturgeon. That's another reason to go back to Fat City. What's next? Bandits now loot more food and take meat from downed animals, meaning they will eat your dog. That's a good one too. All of this seems like it's gonna make life kind of more difficult, but a lot more funny, and that's always good, you guys. This next one's also awesome, you guys. Idle characters now sit around on chairs in your home base. Looks nice, and is a handy way to keep track of who's idle. That's a great one. Using training equipment can now be set as a perma job. Confirmation message added for when selling stolen goods to prevent accidents. That one's going to come in handy for me. You guys know that's true. New keybinds added for stuff in the orders panel. Ooh, we gotta go check that out. Perception stat added, affects accuracy with shooting in general. Precision shooting stat added, affects friendly fire chance. Oh no, that's terrible. Friendly fire chance. That doesn't sound good. Again, a little more difficult, but totally funny. Lockpicking stat added. Didn't we have a lockpicking stat? Lockpicking stat added, separated now from the thievery stat. It used to be a thievery stat, which now just covers stealing. Okay, that's great. This means that all your characters don't end up inadvertently becoming specialized thieves as a result of escaping cages. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's probably better. Thievery stat XP rate is doubled to compensate for the stat division. Lockpicking rate is the same. Okay. Crossbow smithing stat added for crafting bows and ammo. Alright, so that's all the features. That's a load of features, you guys. And I don't see one feature there that I don't like. I'm excited to try all of this stuff out. But a lot of this stuff we're going to need to go back to Fat City for. Like, all our research stuff, everything we need to build anything is back at Fat City. And now that we can get raided, I kind of feel like we should go back there and post some guards. That's probably the smart thing to do. So maybe we're going to be paying a visit to Fat City sooner than we thought, you guys. There's been a bunch of tweaks, a bunch of cool economic balances. Weapons and armor are now almost quarter of the price. Animal skin is worth 8 times more money and makes 4 times more leather. Hemp is worth 2 times more. Prices of food have gone up 10%. In brackets because of Brexit. Best patch notes ever. Shops close 2 hours later, that's cool. Stop nearby towns having vastly different trade markups. Trade profit margins are more distance-based. That's better. That's better for realism, but not better for my bank balance. Improved the shops available in the Great Desert area. Armor blueprints are 50% more expensive. Chainmail sheets are less profitable. Beak thing nests have more eggs. Raiding them should be a profitable venture. So this was a huge update, you guys. Then there's a load of fixes as well. I'm not going to go through all of those, but those are the major features, and there are a lot of them. But I mean, robot limbs and crossbows. Crossbows are awesome. Crossbows meaning we can actually take crossbows on us now and shoot people with them without them being stuck on a tripod in the sand or on a wall somewhere. They're completely mobile, like ranged weapons. This is going to be amazing. I mean, the friendly fire part is going to cause some complications, but it should be funny. As long as we don't kill Rat Boy with a bolt to the back of the head or something. Maybe we're going to have to practice that a little. But a load of these features are a good reason to go back to Fat City, you guys. So let me know what you think down in the comments, but I think before the new map area drops, after we've checked out this little last bit of map, maybe we should go back to Fat City and start making some crossbows and stuff. Anyway, you guys, that's update 0.98.0. I hope this video was informative. If it was, drop a like. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!